Namaste students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Today we are going to discuss class 8 science chapter 6 combustion and flame controlling combustion. Before that, I want to say that in the previous video I had explained you about the types of combustions like rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, explosion, after then complete combustion, incomplete combustion. I hope all of you have seen that video. As whatever the doubts you are having related that video, then please drop your doubt into the comment box section so I can understand that you are having doubt in the previous video. Let's discuss today about the controlling combustion. How we can control the combustion means if anywhere the fire is there. So in the area nowadays we call fire extinction. Yes, the red color vehicle you might see that they are coming with the water and they are putting everywhere water. That's called fire extinction. So but what is this fire triangle and what are the ways by which we can control the fire or which can control the combustion? Fire requires main conditions: fuel, oxygen and heat. Because of these three things only the combustion is ignited or it has been started. If these three things will be not there, what are the three things? First is fuel, second is oxygen and third is heat. Fuel, oxygen and heat. This forms a fire triangle. Always remember fuel, oxygen and heat. These three forms a fire triangle. If anybody will ask you what is fire triangle, then you can say the fire, fuel, oxygen and heat. These three are the fire triangle. If one of the condition is removed, the fire will be put out. Means if any of these three, one is not there in the fire triangle. Fire triangle. All of you know triangle. Just suppose this is fuel, this is oxygen, and this is fire. Got it? So if any of the one is not there, then remember this fire is not going to be. So this is a fire triangle. In this fire triangle, fuel, heat. Instead of fire, you can write heat. Its name is fire triangle. Okay. So heat, fuel, oxygen, and heat. Heat should be there. So as these three, any one, if it is not there, then remember there will be no fire. Okay. There will be no fire. All these three must be there. Then only the fire will be there. Otherwise, fire will be put out. Many fires that are caused due to the burning substances can be put out by pouring water on them. The water decreases the temperature and cuts off the supply of oxygen and helps to put out the fire. However, water should not be used to put out the fire caused by fuels or faulty electrical wiring, because water will dissolve solutes in a good conductor of electricity. Fuels like petrol and oil floated on water, and thus the addition of water does not put out the fire. People also use fire extinction to put out the fires. This cut off the supply of either one or two conditions necessary for the combustion: oxygen and heat. See, remember dear students, first of all, by which process the combustion has been started. It is neither should be the electrical or it should not be the water faulty electrical wiring, or you can say means due to the water faulty or electrical wiring should be known. If general fire is there, if any, just suppose the cylindrical, because cylindrical has blast, so whole room had caught the fire. So that time you can put water on it. What does the water do? Why we put water to off the fire? Just here this is the heat and fire is caught up. So everywhere you will see the heat is there and we are putting water on it. Yes. So you will see this. After some time the heat will be put off. Why these things happen? Because water removes either the oxygen or heat, so the fire will not continue. The combustion process will not continue, as water removes this fire, water removes this whole process of this triangle fire. If any of these three fire triangles, if one is also not there, then the process is not going to continue. The combustion process is not going to continue. But if all the three are there, then the process is going to continue. So for a general combustion, if we have to put out the fire, then we can just put a water. But if the combustion has been started because of the electric wires, then we should not put water. Why? Because water is, if we talk about the we are not going to put the distilled water. Whenever the fire has been caught, we are not going to put distilled water. We are going to put the general water. And general water means they are the good conductor of heat and electricity. Good conductor means they are having ions, so they are not going to put out the fires. Instead of putting out the fires, they are going to catch the current to the persons which are throwing this good conductive water. So remember, wherever the short circuit or electrical wires has caused the fire, that time we should not put out the water. We should call our fire extinction. Fire extinction gives the water. That is specially, it is giving the two conditions which are very necessary for the combustion: oxygen and heat. Because of the oxygen, because their water are in very pressure, so there is no oxygen and no heat is there. So that's why at that time the combustion process is controlled. So remember, dear students, if there is a combustion which is caused due to the electrical wires, we should not put water on it. If there is a general combustion, general fire is there, then we can put water on it, because water also removes either the heat or oxygen. So that's why our fire is off. But if there is a combustion which is caused due to the electrical wires, that time we should call our fire extinction. And fire extinction, especially the two necessary conditions which are required, oxygen and heat, they just put off these two conditions and fire is removed. So these was our main conditions about the controlling combustion. Now we are talking about the fire extinction. There are different types of fire extinctions are used to put out the different kinds of fire. First is water fire extinction, dry powder fire extinction, foam fire extinction, and carbon dioxide fire extinction. Means there are 4 types of fire extinction also. We just suppose that there is one red color tank is coming and we understand there is only one type of fire extinction. But it is wrong. There are how many types of fire extinctions? There are 4 types of. The types water fire extinction. The water fire extinguisher is used to put out fires that are caused by burning solid like wood, paper, cotton, and so on. If the fire has been caught because of the wood, because of the paper, because of the cotton, and so on, then we are using the water fire extinction. What we are using? Water fire extinction. And if the fire is caused by the liquids and faulty electrical wires, it is caused by the liquid like kerosene, petrol, diesel, or faulty electrical wires, then we are putting dry powder fire extinction. The dry powder fire extinction is used to put out the fires that are caused by liquids and faulty electrical wires. And the fires which are specially caused by the liquid, that time we use the foam fire extinction. Which fire extinction? Foam fire extinction. The foam fire extinction is used to put out the fire which are specially caused by the liquids. And the carbon dioxide fire extinction is used to put out the fire caused by the liquids and faulty electrical wires. Liquids and faulty electrical wires are specially being put off by the fire extinction, which are especially having carbon dioxide. You may have seen in your schools there is one red color fire extinction box. It is very much necessary. Whenever the fire is caught, that time we must use that fire extinction. So remember, dear students, these all the 4 types of fire extinctions are used in the different ways by which process the fire is caught. Either with the help of wood, has been caught with the help of cotton, it has been the help of liquids, or any other fault of electrical wires. So that time we can use this fire extinction. Now there is about the fire extinction, there is one more, that how do this working of a fire extinction, means how this fire extinction work. Let us examine the construction and working of the carbon dioxide fire extinction. The most common kind of carbon dioxide fire extinction is the soda acid fire extinction. Remember, dear students, the most common is that soda acid fire extinction. In that red color bottles, that is soda and acid fire extinction is that it works on the principle of acid reacting with carbonate. As the acid reacts with carbonate, it gives bicarbonate to liberate carbon dioxide. As we have read in the metal and non-metal chapter. In that chapter, I had already informed you when the acid reacts with carbonates or bicarbonate, it gives you carbon dioxide gas. So as the carbon dioxide gas is released, the fire is put out. The soda acid fire extinction has a small glass bottle fixed on the top. The bottle contains dilute sulfuric acid. It is having sulfuric acid also on the top. The space outside the bottle contains a solution of sodium bicarbonate. When the fire extinction is needed, it is inverted and banged against a hard surface like the floor, and the bottle breaks. And dilute sulfuric acid react with the sodium bicarbonate to form carbon dioxide, a dense form containing carbon dioxide. Sodium sulfate and water rushes out of the nozzle under the pressure, and the nozzle is pointed towards the burning object, and the foam covers the putting out of the flame. See, especially if you have seen any time about this uses of this sodium fire extinction, then you may have seen that white color gas is coming out, and wherever the fire has been caught on that direction we put this white color gas, and after some time the fire is put out. So what are the acid, what type of things are there inside? So as I have informed you, this is soda acid fire extinction. Its name is soda acid fire extinction. Especially its uses is to liberate the carbon dioxide gas. How it will liberate and what are the chemicals fixed inside it. So I am telling you, especially there is a small glass bottle fixed shape. On the upper part, on the top part, there is one fixed shape of the small glass, and on the bottom there is one acid which is known as sulfuric acid. The chemical formula of sulfuric acid is H2SO4. This sulfuric acid is at the bottom, and the space outside of the bottom contains the sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Means on the bottom sulfuric acid, and on the upper part sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Both are there. As the soda acid fire extinction has a small glass bottle fixed on the top. The bottle contains dilute sulfuric acid. On the top part they are containing dilute sulfuric acid, diluted sulfuric acid, and the space outside the bottle contains the sodium bicarbonate. Means outside of that bottle, everywhere on the wall there are sodium bicarbonate, and on the top wherever the glass shape is there dilute sulfuric acid is containing. So as anywhere it is needed, so quickly that bottle is inverted. What is that done? The bottle is inverted. As the bottle is inverted, so the upper part wherever the sulfuric acid is there, that bottle breaks, and sulfuric acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate, H2SO4 plus NaHCO3. As they both react, they produce carbon dioxide, CO2, as this whole carbon dioxide dense form. It is a dense foam which is containing carbon dioxide, sodium sulfate, and water rushes towards the nozzle with under of pressure. The nozzle is pointed towards the burning object, and the foam covers to putting out the flame. By this way we specially use our soda acid fire extinction. So today's our topic was how to control the combustion. As we have read about the topic, I hope all of you have understand. If you are having any doubt related to this video, then please drop your doubt into the comment box section, so I can understand my students are having doubt, and I will solve your doubt in the next video. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this channel with your friends also, so they can also take a benefit of this COVID-19 lockdown. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.